Welcome back to my channel. This is Betty, owner and creator of Betty's Custom Designs here on YouTube, Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram. Today's video is going to be a Photoshop video, and I am going to apologize in advance. I am not my normal chipper self. My daughter that does foster care just got news that the little girl that she's had for the last year and a half that was set for adoption. Some new law came into effect in Florida July the 1st, and it has affected the situation, and DCF is moving to place the child back with the birth mom, even though the birth mom has had nothing to do with the child for the last year and a half. So I have been a crying, weeping mess this morning, and I almost didn't do this video. I'm sorry. But I need to get my mind off of the situation and just let the Lord handle it. So what I'm working on is a collaboration with Melody over at Melody Made. These are some images, some photos that she took, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I am just creating some digital paper using these designs. So let's get started. Let's try and get my mind off of my Kaylee bug. Any of you that pray out there, I'm sending an urgent request to pray. So I'm not going to talk about that no more because all I will do is cry. So let's get started. I'm just going to use this background here. Let's see, what else do we want? Huh. Sorry. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm not going to put that on there right now, but I needed that. We're good. We are good. Everything is good. So now let's get started. Now that I just had that little thing there. So really what I want to do on this page is I want to concentrate on these two roses right here because I love those two roses. So normally I don't use my eraser tool, but for this I'm going to, because I have so much up here that I want to get rid of. So I'm going to go in with the eraser, it'll just make it a little quicker, a little easier. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in. I have my brush. You guys know that I like it on mixed splatter. I have it set to clear, and I'm going to bring the size down to maybe about 214. So I'm just going to go in around the edges there, and I'm going to get rid of a lot of that. Y'all know I don't really like the harsh edges, number one, because I say that on every single video. So you knew that I was going to have to say that on this video. So yeah, I'm just getting rid of those harsh edges there. And I am going to go over the rose ever so slightly. Let me take that. I'm going to increase the size because I want it to look very uniform across the rose. There we go. Okay, so I like that. Now let's see, what else do we have? I love these wood grain backgrounds that she has. Those are just gorgeous. She also has some of this. Let's see what this will look like. I am not sure at this point. So let's put that in there. Let's do the same thing. Let's get our eraser tool and it's still set at that large, it's like 828. because I'm doing such a big area that I'm perfectly fine with it being that large. And so I do like that. Okay, let's see what else can we add. This is my therapeutic designing today. I'm telling y'all, I don't know how, I don't know why, but for some reason, when I get on here and I do this kind of stuff, it is very therapeutic to me. I am going to use that, I believe. But I think, let me reduce the size of this maybe. Because I think I really just want to use the lace. So again, I'm at the clear brush. I'm going to bring my brush size down to like 200, somewhere along in there. And why did it go back up to 828 all of a sudden? Did you guys see that? I changed it and then it went to 828 again. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, so it's at 197, which is close enough to 200 for me. All right. So I'm just getting rid of that dark blue. I'm going to do that first and foremost. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that harsh edge, because you guys know, y'all know I'm going to say something about it. It would not be a video with me if I didn't. Okay, and now I'm going to increase my brush size so that I can go over that and kind of lighten that down just a little bit. And now I think I do want to pull in one of the wood backgrounds, and I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. Let's put on the eraser tool. And I'm still set at the large eraser tool, which is perfectly fine. And I'm really paying attention down there because it had a harsh line. Okay, I'm liking that. And I think this might be a good time or place to put this in. And then, because I want something with the color different, I went down here and I've selected this base color that is that blue. I'm going to get my eyedropper tool, and I'm just wanting to find a color that will stand out. And so as you see, I'm just kind of moving it all over the place. I don't know if that's going to be dark enough. No, that's not going to be dark enough. Okay. So let's select that again, and let's find a dark. I want to find a dark color. But I'm trying to keep it, I want to keep it in this with the same colors. There we go. And so now I'm just going to change these colors of that word, or words. And I actually love that page just like that. So we're going to consider this page completed. Now let's go to another one. Let's create another page. And let's see what all we can get done. Again, I'm going to the images from Miss Melody. And what about if we use the wood background as the actual background? And let's see. Let's use this green on top of it maybe. And look at that. I think I may be wrong, but I want to say she done that like it was a jelly print, jelly something. I don't know. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. So now I've got my brush set to like 228. It's still on clear. And so I'm just gonna get rid of some of that green because I want the, I do want the wood grain to show. So that's all I'm doing is just kind of knocking that down just a little bit. And I probably should have used my larger brush, but I didn't. I will increase the size of my brush right now. Okay, I do like that, even though I took almost all of it off. Y'all know how I am. I'm that's just how, I don't know, that's how I end up crafting, is I'll put stuff down and then I'll be like, nope, I don't want that, or I'll put it down with the intention of one thing, and then as I get in there and I get to working, it goes completely different than what I thought it would. Okay, so I'm kind of like, let me take a little bit more of this off, like right here. Okay, now let's see what else we have. I love oh my God, I love these roses. You guys know that I love roses, period, but oh, look how beautiful these roses are. Okay, and again, it's still set at the larger size. It's at like 718. Look how pretty it's looking. Okay, and so I'm going to reduce my brush size. It's at like 149, it shows 142. Because I just want to go in on a few places and, excuse me, just really, apparently my internet's trying to go down. Don't ask me why. But it's still showing that it's casting to my TV so I can see what I'm doing, so that's a good thing. Look, I love that. Okay, let's see what words, what little saying she has that we can put on that. This says, what if I fall? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? Okay, so I like that. So now let's take, and I clicked on the page or the layer that has the rose. And so I want to do the same thing. I want to pick, I wonder if that's too dark. Let's try it. And so I'm doing the same thing, the paint fill. And I'm just clicking on it. And I may have to go back in and I may have to change it because it may be too dark, but won't know until I try, and then I'll step back and take a look at it. I love this. I love this saying too. Okay. I think that color is wrong, so let me just go back to my selection tool. What about that one? I think I like that one better. If I can get it in the right spots. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody is doing okay. let me tell you, it has been so nice to have AC the last few days. I'm just, it feels amazing. You never realize how much you miss something, or how much you will miss something until you don't have it. I like those colors. And I like that page. And that may be too much, because if you're using this in a journal, you would have to fold it over. So I'm thinking what I need to do is, even though I like it that big, I'm thinking I need to put it to where if it, for when the page folds over, you know, like right there is about middle of the page, I want it to be where it doesn't cut off what it's saying, so that way it can still be seen. So we're going to consider that one done. And let's see what else we can do. Let's do a couple of more, maybe. See if we can do a couple more pages and see where we can go. I am just curious. I don't know how this will look. I'm just curious to see this. Let me just try and do like a bunch of the rose pictures. Look how pretty these roses are. And you guys know that I love roses. Oh my goodness. Roses are like my downfall. Pink and roses, that's my thing. So we'll put it there. Even though it's covering that one up slightly, it's okay. How beautiful are these roses? Oh my goodness. I'm just lost in how beautiful the roses are. And I'm just putting a bunch of stuff together right now, kind of almost mindlessly. No, it's not almost mindlessly. It really is mindlessly. I'm just putting the flowers down, the roses down, just because I think what I want to do is I'm going to see how it looks like doing some type of a collage with it. Now, I may be making a major mess. I don't know, but there's only one way to find out. So my brush is still set to the clear. I'm going to increase the size to 197. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to work in the layer that I just did. And so what I always do anytime that I'm working in these layers like this, I always select the layer to kind of make sure that I'm working in the proper layer. And then I will go, and so I'm just going to get rid of the harsh lines is the biggest thing I'm going to do. Because I want it to be where you kind of don't know where one rose picture starts and another one starts, or where one starts and one ends. Okay, so now I'm going to hide that layer. I'm going to click the next layer. Again, I'm going to do selection, so I'm going to be working on that one. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Just getting rid of the harsh lines. Now, some of these lines may not show because they'll be under, you know, other layers. But in case they do show, I want it to be, because if you watch my videos, you know that I change my mind all the time. I think it was yesterday or day before, I started out doing one using vintage ads. And so I had done this big collage of these vintage ads. But then when I got done with it, you couldn't even see the vintage ads collage because I just pretty much covered it all up. But that's how I work. I'm going to enlarge this one just a little bit. Okay. And so now I'm going to do the same thing, just getting rid of the harsh lines. That's all I'm doing. It is just, this is very therapeutic to me. I enjoy doing the designs like this. It helps me out. So that's why I figured, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do my video, because I knew that I needed therapy of just sitting down and mindlessly creating and drawing. So, and I have seen some more pages from some of my subbies that have been creating and designing, and oh my goodness, you guys are amazing. Like, truly amazing. I love all of it. And I'm very proud of you guys, because, you know, to do something in Photoshop, it's not that it's hard, but a lot of people are scared of it, and so they don't try it. And it doesn't matter how easy or hard something is, if you never pick it up and try it, then you will never know if it truly is hard or easy like you have perceived it to be. And so for all of you that have picked up and started doing the Photoshop, I am very impressed and proud and happy for you guys. I think it is a wonderful thing. And I know that Miss Terry Sexton over at Terry's Paper Treasures, I believe it is, she designed a kit that I actually worked with last night, and it was gorgeous. And then she was showing a new kit or something in our Facebook group. She was showing pages of a new kit that she's working on. And she was like, Betty, I'm sorry, I know we're designing something very similar, you know, to each other right now. And it's like I told her, there is no reason to apologize. While I'm doing this real quick, I'm going to do the selection tool. I'm going to get one of these pink colors. I'm going to go down here to the white layer, and I'm just going to fill that in. That way, if I'm, you know, I do too much, it won't be a white background. But anyway, it's like I told her. I said, the thing is, Miss Terry, I said, we can be given the exact same images and everything can be exactly the same, but we're still going to design something totally and completely different, because my eye is different than her eye. And so it doesn't matter if you are designing the same exact thing that I am. Like if you go and you get the same public domain images that I do, and you do a design and you try to mimic me, or it's perfectly fine, because it's not going to turn out the same. There's nothing that you can really do that's going to make it turn out exactly the same. They're all going to be different. So don't stress over that, especially if it's something that I'm doing. Please do not stress and worry if you are doing something similar to me, or even using the same images as I am, because I can assure you it's not going to be the same. It's perfectly fine. Enjoy and create what you love to create. And don't let, you know, don't let a fear that it's too much like mine or whatever, don't let that hold you back. You design it, you create it. It will be gorgeous. And so now we are very close to having them all done. And then what I'll do is I will unhide everything that I've hid, and we'll see what we think about it. So that's all I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of the harsh edges, even though these edges may not show because all of the other layers are on top of this one. But just in case. Okay, so let me start unhiding. And that's all I'm doing is just unhiding everything. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. That's beautiful. Okay, what if we... Please, did y'all really think it was going to be done at that? Huh? Y'all should have knew better than that. So now I've just threw that right on top of it. But it's because I'm going to go in, and for the most part, I'm going to get rid of most of it. But not all of it. Let me increase my brush size a little bit. I can't even talk. Yes, I love this. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now what else do we want to do on that? That's not what I wanted to do. Actually, that may be what I want to do. What about if we have like an antique clock or something? And then let's grab one of our darker colors. I'm not sure what layer that is. Okay, right there. So let's work on that layer and let's pull one of those dark colors. All right, now let's go back to our watch. And let's do a fill. This watch may not be what I want because it may take me way too long to do all of this. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. Because it doesn't have to all be filled in because I will be erasing some of this. So just, I guess any of it that I can get filled in will be good. Yeah, okay, so I think it's going to work. I just don't know, now I've done all of this and I don't know that the color's going to be right. Yeah, see, you never know with me. I'm goofy like that. Now, I wonder what it would look like if I did get like a darker pink to do the lines like that. Let's try that. So I'm just going to click on the black. I don't know if it's going to be enough to really set it off. Sorry about that. That was my amazing husband that called me. And I have to get his calls, guys. I'm sorry. He takes precedence over everything. So I'm kind of liking the different colors in this, actually. And especially since I'm going to end up erasing a lot of the watch. I do like having the different colors. Yes, I do. Okay. So we're going to leave that like that. Then we're going to go over here to our little eraser tool. We're going to go down to, I don't know, let's say maybe 144. And let's erase some of this. Yep, I've done all of that work just to erase it. But that's how I do it. Y'all should know. I'm crazy like that. But I think I want to actually go up in size. And then I kind of want to do it like that. So I went up to 322. Just so that you don't see my brush strokes quite as bad. I like that. I like that. Now, do we want to put something else on it? Maybe like another one of those sayings that she sent over. I like that for sure. Now what about, wait, I need to do the same thing. I need to be thinking about it being, why is it not going down? I need to think about it being a journal page. So let me go back to my clock here. And I'm going to get my eyedropper tool, and I'm going to get, let's see how that dark color looks. It may be too dark for this, but we will find out. So I went back to the words, and I am just filling this in. I like that. Okay guys, so that's it. We've designed 3 pages while we were on here today. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me, for letting me sound off on, you know, my issues. I do feel better. I do believe that, I do know that God's got it in control. So no reason for me to worry. I need to pray, I need to wait, and I need to trust. Period. Simple as that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Again, we are so close to the 100 subscribers, or 100, Lord help me, the 1,000 subscribers. So there will be a huge deal when we hit 1,000. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you tell all your friends, tell all your buddies, get them over here, get them subscribed, get them watching my videos. Let's see what all we can get done together. And thank you guys for being such a wonderful group of subbies. Y'all are amazing, 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 amazing. And I cannot thank you enough for what you do for me. So with that being said, I am going to close. I am got some Etsy orders I have to go down and get packed and shipped and get out. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.